This is the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast with the midweek news. Join your hosts, Iceman and Holstera, two law enforcement professionals ready to offer their unfiltered opinions on the latest news from the world of law enforcement. No filters, no edits. So be warned, the content may be upsetting to some listeners. Sit down and hold up. This may get a little bumpy.
We don't ever offend anybody. Oh, look at Freebird, twice the size of everybody.
Yeah, I got the big hit.
So
I got
big?
the big hit today. I don't know.
Sit back.
Oh, there you go. Just sit back.
Oh, I was too close to the screen.
Let me shrink you up some.
I was,
Everybody, welcome
realize.
to the Motor Cup Chronicles podcast, midweek news. Hope everybody's been having a good week. And
Super fantastic week, even.
if you'd like a great cigar, go to mypatriotcigar.com and use promo code MotorCop15. Get yourself 15% off some great cigar. If you'd like to get some Motor Cop merch, like this, not this shirt, this is an old shirt. I took the box off of the new one since he don't show up no more.
yeah. We don't even hear from him. He used to come on and comment.
We don't even hear from him.
He don't even comment no more.
They got a different crew shirt.
That's
But
that married life, man. That ball and chain done dragged him into the swamp.
But if you want any merch, either go to the Etsy store, Motor Cop Chronicles Etsy store, or go to the website, motorcopchronicles.com.
What you quiet for?
Comes let everybody listen till you get your Skittles out.
Oh, I wasn't even hearing it. I thought you could hear me too.
No, that's my can. I even got a Skittles.
No,
I got a Skittles can.
Oh my God, I drank one of them one time. It was good, but it is way too much sugar, dude.
I'm gonna be like that little squirrel from over the hedge after a while.
Or you go to the website and all the links if you want to follow. The hell's that?
My German Shepherd playing with a tennis ball. Zoe, please stop
See,
it.
now you talk about shit about my Skittles, and he got a dog playing with a squeaky toy.
I hear that. We just all discombobulated today.
One of the most smartest dogs on the planet.
Sounds like
Just
it.
don't let them near a laundry basket.
Next, we're gonna go ahead and shout the Patreons out, and Duke just flung the door wide open like he was a human and just walked out.
No,
And
he just slung it open and walked back in.
Yeah, and he just walked back in.
He hears that squeaky toy. He says, "Where is it? I want one."
All right, we have a new hang-around to hang out with Chad Jenkins and William Gbo.
Hey, we got us a group, boy. We forming a militia, son.
So we got Grace Hudson's joining Chad Jenkins and William with a hang around. Of course, we got Jared Nitrous. He's a full crew member. We got Mr. John DeMink, full crew member. Dan Carlson with Burley Boards, full crew member. We got T-Bird. We got Mr. Jim Pokrant with the Short Track Guys podcast. Y'all go check him out. Hoppy Hobson, our favorite truck driving fellow who ain't been in the chat in a while. You all right out there, Hoppy?
Hopefully, he is.
Where's he been?
I don't know. He ain't been in the chat in a while. We got Mr. Blake Walker. We got A.A. Ron from I Had to Say It podcast. He's in the chat. Y'all go check him out. He had a good little episode he just put out. We got Mr. Z Palmer.
Oh, Z Palmer.
We got
to find out his birthday. Remember?
Yeah. We got Roy Spalding. That's Roy with the S, not Roy with the P. We got JoJo, our favorite Australian girl. We got Kayla Norris and Miss Natasha A, who's actually joining us tonight. She's at home recovering from a little of that vid she got, and so she usually works nights and can't watch.
Who is that? Who is that? Natasha?
Natasha's here.
Okay,
yes.
she said hello a while ago.
Yes, and our OG, Melissa Holstein. Appreciate every one of y'all. Help me keep the lights on. See, I know he does that shit on purpose.
Yeah, I hadn't even made any noise. What y'all talking about?
You did make noise.
Figured the dogs would go crazy. I was closing the gate for the maintenance man.
Billy says, I got yourself, he's right here. Look, come here. He's driving me crazy, too. See? Look, there he is right there. He's being extra needy tonight.
He's a hang around. He was extra last week.
I don't know what's been up with him.
He's seeking that extra fang.
Here.
Take it and go. We need a Duke
there
cam.
You go.
Alex from Stroh.
Well, if I got a Duke cam, he'd be down there, and next thing I know, he'd be licking his butthole or something like that. So.
On a Duke cam?
Well, this coming from somebody who usually has me reading a story about somebody having intercourse with a dog.
Well, the reason you're not on cam is because the last time you were licking your butthole.
That was... You got those stories. You got those stories because most of them people is around your neck of the woods having sex with the dogs and shit.
No, y'all are the ones that had a guy intentionally break into a business intention to rape the damn German Shepherds. And then it was like
that's probably because he had a squeaky toy.
Probably. So leading the charge off tonight is me. I like it when he does this. It means we get to get shit done. So the DA says that there was an off-duty NYPD cop that was attacked after IDing himself as an officer during a road rage incident. Long story short, I know the Iceman has a video on it. So what happened is road rage incident. Two brothers get out of the car and bash the off-duty police officer's back window out of the car. Me and Iceman both have the same pretty relative opinion about that. Once you violate that barrier and you're intending to get inside of the vehicle, you very quickly go from just a social interaction to a threat.
I think if he would have shot them at that point, he'd have been totally. Well, they're in where they're
New York.
They're in New York. They're in New York. I know out where I live, we had an incident. Not even this bad just happened where somebody got capped and sent to the grave. And,
that was the guy who jumped on the hood of the car, right?
Truck? No, they didn't get jumped on the hood of the car. Here, the person that had a road rage incident. Somebody got out their car and snatched the other person's car door open, and when they did, they got a bullet for their action. So when these guys busted out the back glass of this car, basically you're coming in after me.
Blasted.
So you want to see?
The worst part is he had them at gunpoint, and they still physically kept attacking him. Yep. Then they grabbed the gun, and because they were struggling with the firearm, it went through the hand of the one suspect, through the officer's leg or something.
I don't know how he shot.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was crazy. It was just a discharge because they were fighting over it.
Hello, T-Bird.
Hey,
T-Bird.
I got my internet. I got the internet stuff fixed, so we shouldn't have no issue. Let me play this video.
The two brothers in the video are now under arrest, and the off-duty New York cop is recovering after getting shot in the leg. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon reporting from Queens tonight with what led up to all of this.
These two dudes fighting, and he gets shot in the leg.
Drivers that escalated to this.
You gotta see the fight.
Very quickly. At first, police say an officer off-duty in his Kia was.
You driving a Kia? Don't drive Kias.
To get around a white minivan blocking the
maybe that's why they was mad.
No, the mini.
That's
but
the
it's
equivalent of a cop in the South having to lift a truck.
There's two van drivers getting into it?
This minivan right here. They were like stopped or something, and he come up and just went around them or something. Well, I guess maybe he blew his horn or something. It pissed them off. Well, I guess followed him and started this shit.
On Queens Boulevard at around 12:45 this afternoon, and some words were exchanged. But after he did get past the minivan, it followed him here to 70th Street.
The male in the white vehicle had words with our MOS again, and a second male who was on foot ran up behind off-duty MOS's vehicle and smashed his window.
A neighbor who heard the shouting hit record and saw the officer come out with his gun drawn. The chief of department says the officer identified himself as a cop and called 911.
At one point, he puts his phone down. He grabs the male who broke his car window. He's holding the male. He's announcing his authority that he's a police officer and that the male's under arrest.
But he resisted arrest as the other man, his brother,
This dude right here, I think this is the bad guy on top of the cop.
Yeah.
Well, I don't wear the cop shirts with him or whatever, but
I thought he got out of the car with a shirt on. Where is it?
maybe it's pulled up. I don't know. Anyway, this guy's like got him in full mount right here.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
I mean, right there is another reason to be authorized.
Yeah, right there.
Once he's completely disabled you, he now has his gun and it presumes that he's going to use it on you.
Yeah.
On the officer from behind. At that point, Chief Madry says the officer had returned his gun to its holster, needing both hands to make the arrest.
They're trying to unholster his weapon and take the weapon from him. Our officer grabs his weapon. He's trying to retain the weapon. All three of the males go down on the ground.
2 shots were fired in the struggle, injuring the cop in the leg and one of the suspects in the hand.
They attack the police. For me, they overreact.
Neighbors who've seen the video or saw it unfold themselves are calling it unnecessarily.
She's talking about
she's talking about the thugs.
The 2 brothers, yeah.
The thugging and loving it.
Well, regardless, there's zero reason to get. Look, I mean, I've been cut off. I cuss. I have flare-ups in traffic. Okay, I'm not fucking immune to that. Sorry, but I'm not immune to that. But at the same time, I'm not going to get out of my my car, walk up to somebody else's, and purposely bash a window out because they cut me off. I'm sorry.
Well, there ain't no way. He must have had something in his hand, because there ain't no way he hit that window with his hand.
They said he cut his hand up. So,
okay.
Me, I'm like everybody else. The wife all the time, she's like, "Why they can't hear you?" No, they can't. But it makes me feel better to get it out my system, even though they can't hear me.
It's a form of therapy.
And I'm sure Freebird has 0 road rage when he's driving.
Damn truckers.
I'm just saying. Let's finish this video. We've got 35 seconds left.
Aggressive on the part of the 2 brothers, one in particular.
He was yelling at people, "You undercover cop, this and that." And I'm like, buddy, that's not the trouble you want to get into. And within seconds,
right?
Every cop in Queens was here.
Where are you safe? If you are in your house, if you're in front of your house, and suddenly
if the police ain't even safe,
happen.
this is crazy shit.
That's the way the world's coming to. And like I've been saying for 15 years, we go back to the old Wild West with everybody carrying a gun and shooting people that piss them off. This shit's gonna get straightened out.
That's Florida, brother. That we got that all down. We've said it time and time again. Don't come messing around down here in Florida, because we have guns.
Try that in a small town.
Right. Don't come kicking in my door at 3 a.m. and thinking I'm going to buy you breakfast. It ain't happening, boss.
He's expected to recover. The NYPD says he's been with the department since 2018 and works in the 81st precinct in Brooklyn. The brothers, identified as Edwin and Sean Rivera, are recovering from their injuries and expected to face.
Of course, this person's lawyer is like, "Oh, well, they're good guys, and they don't do," because they're just good church-going fellas right there.
I bet you they was on their way to church.
They were on their way to church.
They were on their way to church.
And they have...
That's it. They cut him off from finding Jesus. So
that's what happened, yeah. Jesus.
And then they lost sight. They lost sight of the light.
They shall be redeemed.
All righty, Mr. Freebird.
Oh, it's my turn already?
You want to give... if you want to give synopsis, I have a video on that, too.
I do.
Because you always complain, cry, get butt hurt, dig in your butt, eat your boogers, because I don't have enough videos for you. So every one, I think, of your stories has a video.
Oh, I have videos? Okay. Yeah. Well, we might have body cam of Mr. Dumdick from pointing a gun at the police officers. Apparently, he was across the street and just decided to point a gun at them for no reason. The article said they were ambushed. But, I mean, at least they saw him pointing a handgun, and then he approached the unit and fired a couple of shots while they're sitting in it. They did find a couple of bullet holes later in the unit, but there was 2 officers, apparently, in the unit. They both got out and returned fire, and the suspect ended up getting shot some. He didn't get killed, so...
In the video, it don't shows them like driving. He started shooting while they were driving.
The article said that he was pointing the gun at him from across the street.
He was. We're about to see it. You want to see it?
Okay. Yeah. That might lead to some clarity.
A California man now faces 2 counts of attempted murder after firing his ghost gun and hitting an LAPD squad car.
That ain't no ghost gun. That's a gun with a serial number ironed off.
Yeah, no, because right here, you can see right here. Not unless it's it just printed like that. But right here is where the serial number is usually on it.
Yeah,
right.
And it either somebody 3D printed this, or they just took the plate off. It looks the trigger guard right here is completely gone off of it.
Well, they had to solve that off so they had easy access. So when
that's what it is.
Well, yeah, but you don't even see where the trigger guard is.
That's because it's been ground down. You can see the damage right there where they ground it down.
That little shaded area.
Yeah, that Dremel, it goes right back to below the trigger group.
It might be a 3D printing because this looks funny right here.
You can't 3D print an upper.
No, but you 3D print the lower.
What the hell kind of it don't even look like he has a bottom plate on that handle.
It might be a 3D printed lower.
Because there's no too big to be a Glock.
There's no plate on the bottom of that.
I bet you the bottom is the 3D printed part.
Could be. All you got to do is cycle that one switch to make it go bang.
What's that? Okay.
What?
He just got tape around it?
Yes, that new
what it?
That new California wrap.
Which is messed up because the tape even goes around the mag release well. You see it?
Yeah.
Usually the mag release be right on the other side and it's underneath.
Well, we're not dealing with intelligence here.
Yeah, you're not,
I mean, that right there's a high dollar firearm.
Yeah.
What you doing, Jim?
Hey, Jim.
Hey, stop right there. Stop right there. Come here, bro.
Just after noon on August 6th, Los Angeles Police Department Olympic patrol officers were driving along the city's east side. Officials say it was then that 29-year-old suspect Jose Delgado opened.
Those are prison tattoos.
This right here.
That's prison tattoos.
Is
Duke.
He graduated first of his class out of Harvard Law School. Harvard Law, and he was at Columbia taking a business class.
I want to know who gave him the bunny tattoo because that right there is just art.
This right here.
That's a playboy. He's a playboy bunny, son. Bunny lover.
Playboy
bunny lover.
I don't know what the.
Look at him.
This got to be my hot nuts already.
Hitting one of the squad cars.
That's hot nut tattoo material.
You see where the bullet went into the unit?
They said he had a couple rounds.
This can be heard calling out this shooting via radio in this recording.
Officer, shots fired. Shots fired. We're going to be at Pico and Kenmore. Suspect male Hispanic running eastbound on Pico Boulevard. Male Hispanic with the gray tank top.
The incident was also caught on dash camera video as officers drove by.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I
think you're saying, hey, that dude.
No,
he's don't look.
He's speaking. He's speaking Californian in Miami.
Oh.
That right there would have been enough to drop him.
Well, they're driving, and all of a sudden he just comes up with the gun.
What you think? What the hell you think is going to happen when you pull that shit?
But the department issues you a 4,000-pound rocket.
Well,
okay, you
a
point
water
a
cannon
gun at my windshield. I'm going to run you over. Sorry.
Come hit him. We need a backup with a water cannon.
This first unit was basically passing him when this happened.
Natasha,
so he was out. He wasn't in a position to veer off and hit nobody.
That sound like Natasha sounded like that's her hangout. She says she knows exactly where that's at.
Oh, it might be. It's up in that corner of the world.
A recording from the rear of this squad car shows the same moments when Delgado allegedly opens fire. After that, he's seen running off.
There's some clear video.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially on the move.
I don't see them.
You hear the shots. Listen,
he shot like 3 or 4 times.
Listen, the cops shoot at him too. I think this back car right here. If you listen, I think they put rounds towards him.
Well, that's what it said.
This unit.
Security camera footage shows Delgado running from police.
He ditched the gun somewhere. He threw the gun down somewhere.
Getting ready to do
it. And that's how the mag thing broke on the bottom.
He's gonna throw it right here.
Yeah, he throws it down somewhere.
Side of the road. The
same moments are captured on body camera video showing officers chase after Delgado.
If you got enough balls to do that, why run?
He was out of bullets.
Don't be some dumb dick little chicken shit and run. If you got balls enough, if you got balls enough to point the gun and fire a couple rounds, just stay there and fire it out.
The problem is so many of these times they're able to actually successfully ambush a cop with the exact same attack method. For whatever reason, these officers were already on a heightened alert.
I used to think about that because most of the time I work was midnight. I mean, it'd be 6 in the evening and 6 in the morning, and it'd be midnight, and you sit there write a report. You don't know if somebody's gonna come up and shoot your ass just because you.
Completely possible, especially nowadays. People get their rocks off on killing cops. They're cowards.
That's a coward right there.
To come directly at me straight on, that's one thing. But for you to just sneak up on them while they're taking a lunch break or something and you just crucify them for no reason.
I don't know. Did you print that? You see that slide release? You can do a 3D print with that slide release?
I do not, based on principle and merit, make anything for anyone's firearms ever. It's against my
Control, give me a perimeter, please. We're gonna be at Pico.
No, that can't be no 3D printed deal. Look at the slide release.
This is the cop's gun.
Oh yeah,
that's a regular.
This is a Glock. All right.
Jesus.
I lost where
See
I was
what happens
at.
when you eat too many damn Skittles?
Yeah.
You get Skittle brains.
Go. Andouille.
Andouille.
Said, bring me Pico and Dewey.
No, that's andouille sausage from the south.
Delgado's weapon.
This is requesting perimeter Pico and Dewey and now south of Pico and Dewey.
Where? Right there, next to the scooter. That's the gun, right? Yeah. Okay.
He said, "Go jump on the scooter."
No, he said the gun's by the scooter.
36. Also, be advised, hi. We're gonna have
be advised, hi.
Visual of the suspect's gun. It's gonna be on Dewey, south of Pico.
Visual of the suspect's gun on Dewey, south of Pico.
Hey, get inside. Get out the way. Give me his last bounce this way, but give me a full perimeter.
Officials later determined it was a ghost gun, meaning it was manufactured without a serial number, making it impossible for investigators to trace. A ghost gun also means it can be purchased without completing a background check. Just minutes after Delgado ditched that ghost gun, officers caught up with him. Body camera video shows this interaction.
Hey, stop right there! Stop right there! Come here, bro!
As officials approach Delgado, he runs off before taunting the officers.
Come here, bro! Get down! Get down!
Seconds later, Delgado is...
I'd still be drawn down on him right there. I don't...
You don't know if he's got another weapon?
He said, what you going to do? Just you run and choke his ass.
No, you don't know if how do you know you don't have a knife or something? He just shot at you.
Oh, yeah, he's not doing anything until there's about 10
damn good well you can close that gap in about a half a second.
Yeah.
Not if my gun's pointed at his forehead.
Or does he look like he give a shit about a gun pointing at him?
Nah, but I tell you what, he just had a gun, so if he goes for
I don't know why.
else,
Old boy holstered his gun. I don't know why he didn't put the taser out. Go ahead and shoot him with the taser. He resisting just when he turns around. Shoot his ass right there with that taser.
Tased.
And he ain't got no jacket on, so that way you can pop one in his nuts and one in his eye at the same time. There you go.
oh, that dude's on some.
What's that?
He's on some shit.
No, he's sober as can be.
Yeah, I know we usually joke about that, but no,
he's a scholar.
He's on some PCP or some shit.
He's a scholar. He's happy because he can use this for his research in, to police brutality.
He might have a little. He might have a little bad weed.
That's beyond weed right here. I think he's on some PCP or some shit.
It's like PCP. It's that crazy energy shit. Like
it might be because.
Speaking of,
look at Hobby did come on this.
Was wondering where you been at. Yeah, Natasha, it's California. He'll be right out. He's probably already out of jail.
Hoppy been driving skateboards around.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
What I think's funny is he done went straight into the narrative, right?
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. That they teach you that the first day in bad guy school.
In thug school?
Yeah, just that's the first thing they teach in bad guy school.
Thug ain't loving it.
Yeah, just that's what it is.
I didn't hear him
first
say
thing,
that. Is that what he said though? I can't breathe.
Listen, I'll rewind it a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as they went click.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
You should stop.
I guess he can breathe again.
Hey, this verify is wrong. Got him? Him? That?
Now, I'm not trying to be any kind of way. I am just real curious. I know this is California. Why is
Cause all the bullshit you see on TV and everybody's like, "Who's primary? Go get him. We're gonna stand back and do nothing."
That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what
it's like everybody is Hispanic, and I think she may be Asian.
What's wrong with that?
Well, California.
So what you saying? So what you say? That dude right there.
I'm
that
just
dude
saying
right there, all the way to the left. He don't look Hispanic.
This guy right here.
No,
Yeah.
that's Freebird.
That's white dude.
Okay. Okay. All right. We're diverse enough. They got their they get
They
the
got
chick.
their token
Yeah.
white
But
guy.
they don't have no black people here. So
Yeah, they do.
No,
Isn't she
where'd he
black
go?
at the end of the? Look at the bottom of the
Another girl
screen.
right there on the
With jet black hair. She's black.
no, she's Mexican. He may be black. I'm
How
not
you
sure.
know she's not mixed? She
Right?
could be
That's
mixed.
I'm just saying. It just.
Hey, anyway, the next story. Do you have a picture of this piece of shit?
I'm not finished with this. We got 20 seconds.
I just want to make sure, yeah.
After Delgado was taken into custody, officials determined he'd been shot during this altercation. He was taken to the hospital and treated for his injuries before he was cleared to be released.
Who
He
pays
was
for
later
that
booked
shit?
into the Los Angeles County Jail. Delgado now faces
Faces multiple charges.
Oh, they hit him. I think they hit him with.
They hit him with a taser.
It didn't work very well.
No.
All right, this is mine. I actually found a video
What?
of this shit. Yeah, the number 3 is mine.
Yeah.
I don't get
No,
a story.
that's mine.
No, it's not.
No.
You had the first story.
You had the first one. I had the
This is
second one.
The
and-
third. The third story.
The dude that escaped from prison?
No. That's,
What-
no,
what outfit-
that's not, that's
what
not
outfit
it.
Bam
That is
talking
your
about?
story, but I'm on the number 3 story.
You know,
But
some weeks
Bam
you do
talking
this
about my
better than
outfit?
others.
All right, my
No, her
story.
outfit, I like their blouse.
My story is coming. We're going back to New York, okay, and we know about back in 2020 with all the George Floyd riots and all that stuff like that, and all the protests and all stuff like that. Well, now they have come to an agreement, which is the stupidest shit I've ever heard of. Is they're having protest reform policies for the police, okay, and part of it is like they're not even allowed to arrest the press. So basically now all these Antifa people, what they're going to do is, personally what I would do is I'm just going to get a fucking thing and
A press pass.
so now I'm untouchable.
You don't need a press pass in the United States to execute your First Amendment rights.
I know this. I'm just telling
you know
how the story was reading.
Yeah, that's why I was everybody like, let me see your press pass. Bitch, it don't exist. You might have a company ID like Fox or CNN, but there's no such thing as an actual press pass. It's non-existent.
They're talking about deploying fewer officers. There's a thing they call kettling. They're not going to allow them to do that anymore.
Kettling?
Kettling? What can you explain?
It'll explain it in the
Can
video.
you get a demonstration?
I'm going to get a kettlebell and give it at you.
Kettle corn
Can you
goes
give
in
me
the kettle, or
the spelling and the origin of the word.
All right, here we go. We'll watch the video.
Mark agreement announced today stemming
well,
from
no,
the
Billy, we ain't
controversy
outlawing
over how
water cannons. We need that shit. Everybody need to get hit with a
hell
water
no.
cannon.
I'm sure they're not using
what.
Kettling is the act of, okay, so you remember how we did the corral training and SWAT, or not SWAT, but like riot situations where they tell you, okay, grab like a small group, open the wall, grab 5 people and close the wall, and then handcuff everybody. That's what kettling is.
Oh, so they outlawed that shit? So now you can't separate a little group? You can't separate a little group from the rest of the group?
Basically, what's going to happen is they're going to just open this shit up for these protesters, basically, to do whatever they want to do.
NYPD handled some of the George Floyd protests back in 2020. Several lawsuits were filed when some protesters were corralled and arrested in what is called kettling. It's considered a controversial police tactic.
No, it isn't.
Today, the NYPD agreed to changes on the amount of force and the tactics it uses in similar situations. It is to protect the rights of people who protest peacefully.
Look at little Sinead O'Connor. Little Sinead O'Connor getting his ass beat.
The problem is most of these people that are getting arrested, they're not protesting peacefully.
No.
When you're handling a riot situation, there is no look. We've already escalated past the point of an officer being present on the scene. If once you're hitting a riot situation, you have to use special tactics. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a bunch of cops that are afraid for their life and
are getting hurt.
Well, basically, if I worked there and they called me to a riot and they're like, well, you can't do this, or this, I'd be like, okay, well, I'm just going to stand back and let them tear every fucking thing up and not do nothing.
That's the policy. That's what they wanted. I think we talk about that again later.
Yeah, they're only going to be able to allow to throw candy, teddy bear.
Billy said titty milk
jar hit him in the head. It could kill him.
We haven't had any titty milk in a while.
I'm about to give you some toe juice.
Titty milk. Unicorn.
News reporter NJ Burkett.
I'm through with my Skittles.
It was May of 2020. Thousands of demonstrators poured into the streets of New York, outraged over the death of George Floyd.
That had nothing to do with New York City. Nothing to do with it.
That's recent to holding up the George Floyd sign? That was in
this? Was in 2020.
Oh.
Decades of racial injustice that came before. The protests were often tense but not violent. But there were times when some marchers split into groups and rampaged through.
It's not violent. That's not violent at all when they're thinking a police car is a fucking trampoline.
Where's the guy that's driving that
NYPD seemed overwhelmed. When these officers were surrounded, they tried to plow through the crowd.
Oh, I remember that one. Remember he pushed the whole guardrail and shoved them all down the road.
Woman to the pavement. Another drew his gun.
Yeah.
Hundreds were arrested, some of them manhandled by police officers in riot gear.
Manhandled.
They were told to go home like 8 hours prior.
In some cases, demonstrators were cut off and swept off the streets in indiscriminate mass arrest.
Well, you got to figure, all these news organizations in New York are so freaking woke.
I mean, look at
pathetic.
Listen to the word they're using.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to use the same word they often use and say that these officers allegedly did a great job.
Well, I was going to say that these news reporters would go out there and suck all these protesters' dicks and let them take loads in their mouth and tell them how delicious it was, okay? That's how they are. That's how woke they are, okay?
Maybe it tastes like unicorn titty milk.
No. It tasted like salty dead children.
Jesus.
Known as kettling, a landmark legal settlement with civil liberties organizations and the state attorney general is intended to ensure that it doesn't happen
babies
again.
This is really an enormous victory.
And this stupid bitch right here, she's like the queen of wokeness.
Enormous.
With her long ass face. She looks like
one of horse face. She got Mr. Ed face.
No, you know when I look at her, what it makes me think of?
Mr. Ed.
No, you know them greyhound dogs that race and they got them long faces like that. That's she's a greyhound dog. Maybe she looks like a freaking greyhound dog.
Maybe she's pretty fast.
I don't know.
Why the long face?
The big flappy ears.
Workers, because it represents a real change in the NYPD's approach to policing protests.
The department has agreed to appoint a senior chief to oversee all demonstration responses, which must be 4-tiered and proportionate. Kettling is prohibited, and an oversight committee will review all police protest responses.
An oversight committee will review all police protest responses. I'd be like, fuck y'all. if you work for New York PD, I feel sorry for y'all.
This oversight committee's got to be a bunch of.
It's going to be civilians. You can bet on.
Damn right, some woke ass civilians.
If anybody works for New York PD, that's listening.
I
know it's hard to do. If you get an opportunity to go work for a different agency, get the fuck out of there.
Especially think about all the guys that have like 2 years left. And it's, you know what I mean? They're just trying to hide. Like, shit, I don't want, let's just go by.
Because this shit right here, they're talking about next fucking, y'all, they're going to get, y'all, a whole bunch of NYPD guys got hurt last time. They're going to get y'all hurt even worse.
Not if you had 2 water cannons. You don't have to kettle.
Dude,
you can blow these assholes out the street.
Dude,
you can blow them 3 blocks down the road with a water cannon.
They're not even allowed to kettle them. You think they're going to let them water cannon them? They'll probably use a little foam gun or something like that they bought from Walmart. Yeah.
It'll be a bubble gun.
What's some little cap guns? You had to put that little red little pew pew in it.
Oh, I missed those.
You hit you cock the little thing back and it pops it.
Put them down.
It pops it like the little throwdown little poppers.
Billy G said the new law said if they say they can't breathe, you gotta let them go. Basically, yeah. And Hoppy says if he wanted to protest, can I have a sign that says DOTD kills? I don't want to blame the police, just DOTD.
Hoppy, I wish I did work for DOTD.
Aaron says she looks like she thinks she wants to look like Sarah Parker. Why are you gonna say that about that?
Boy, Jessica Sarah Parker, she's pretty good looking.
But critics tonight say the settlement goes.
See, look at this little.
That can become.
There ain't no way that little Sinead O'Connor. There ain't no way that little Sinead O'Connor was protesting.
No.
Rapidly,
and you can't do that. You can't let a crime occur
I like that coin board. Look at that.
Oh, he's retired. He don't give a flying shit.
No, he cares. He's part of the.
He ain't woke.
No, he's a retired cop. Listen to him.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to deploy your resources before that happens.
The individuals and groups responsible for the 2020 violence and destructions of the PBA president will surely view this agreement as a green light to create more of the same.
Thank you.
Bingo.
Civil liberties experts disagree.
In the past, the NYPD approach has really been to send as many police officers as they possibly could. And what we saw in the summer of 2020 is that.
What's this thing under her nose? Is that a mold or she got a big old booger hanging out?
No, I think it must be.
What's that right there? See it right here?
She looks like she's going to sneeze right there.
I don't know. I got some Alpo.
Does she have an email address? Can we email her?
I don't know.
I wouldn't.
Approach escalated violence. It escalated tensions.
Is that a settlement? Thousands of police officers will need
They
to
were
be
throwing
retrained.
fireworks at cops.
But that's okay.
No, that's not okay.
It is okay. It's New York.
What? Projection of a deadly missile?
It's New York. It's fine as long as you don't do it to a
That's
protester.
why I always tell everybody I ain't got no reason.
Yeah, as long as you don't do it to
there.
a fellow protester, you're okay. You can do it to the police. Just not.
I was
Don't
really
hit your fellow.
surprised they didn't blow
Don't hit
each
your
other
fellow
up more often.
protester with a firework, because that little Karen or Ken be bitching and crying.
All right, Mr. Holstera. Now it's your turn.
Outstanding. This young man has escaped. I'm gonna let him throw his picture up there.
I don't have a picture. I got a video.
He's killed several people, as well as a little girl, and basically he's been on the run for, I believe I read, the last 48 days. They haven't narrowed down to where he's in like a block or two radius, and they keep saying that there's nowhere else he could be. He has to be in that spot, and they're using every single resource possible to locate him. I just don't get it. Like 48 days and nobody's reported any food missing, and somebody's helping this guy.
Yeah,
This is
maybe
where I
it's
feel
like what's that movie with Harrison Ford where he's running? Fugitive.
Yeah, this is why I felt like, what's his name, Matt Walsh. It's like, this is America's top, wanted suspect. So I guess, means he don't have a picture. We'll let him go ahead and play the beautiful bean footage. Yeah, exactly, Duke.
This morning, Pennsylvania State Police officially taking over the manhunt, saying they're confident they're closing in on convicted killer Danielo Cavalcante.
Say that name real fast.
Pass.
That's a picture of him right here. Of
I would bet money he shaved that.
Hey,
he shaved
on
that
the
beard
bright
and everything
side,
off.
this dude don't have no tatted up face tattoo.
No, but he done shaved. I think he done shaved this. Whatever this is, he's got growing on his face. It's not a beard.
I think so, too.
That's colored pencil. It looks like.
So,
no, that's a shaggy.
I want to push him hard. He'll make mistakes.
3 days ago, police releasing this doorbell cam video of the 5-foot, 120-pound fugitive. Authorities indicating there have now been 4 confirmed sightings within a 2-mile radius of the Chester County Prison.
That dude had a backpack. Where did he get that backpack at?
Right, stole it.
Can't imagine. He's breaking into homes and shit in the middle of the night where people aren't home and getting his supplies.
Good morning. This most recent sighting taking place over the long holiday weekend.
It was a trooper, actually, that observed him in some distance, gave chase, but was unable, because of the terrain and some other obstacles there, was unable to get to him.
Authorities believe Cavalcante is hiding out in a
fat
heavily wooded area.
Trooper, because troopers around here, they don't lose shit. Well, they only worry about tickets.
The only thing I had to defend myself was a picture frame.
Brian Drummond believes his home may have been one of those hiding spots. Drummond, after seeing an intruder, flickered the lights to show he knew someone was there.
And then he flipped the light switch back a few times, which was the real panic.
He was signaling him. Yeah, like, bro, you know I'm here. I'm here.
I'm surprised he did. Dude, you didn't have your rape whistle.
Hey, I forgot. Where is your rape whistle, man?
Drawer.
But you imagine you walk into a big old mansion, right? And you're like, if you're happy, and you clap your hands, and all of a sudden down the hallway you hear somebody.
Yeah, clapping. I mean, this guy says I flicked the lights on and I'm trying to scare him. Okay.
So he flicked his light and scared the shit out of him.
So he flicked the lights back at me and said, hey,
I see you.
You see, that shit happens out here. I'm not flicking the lights at him. I'm going to flick my trigger finger a few times, throw some lead down range at him.
Jesus.
Obviously, you could use a water cannon to get that thing off old girl's nose.
And he says he watched the man leave his house.
How hard was your heart racing?
It was like a moment of disbelief.
What?
It's like,
he's already leaving.
I couldn't live in this area. Just look at all these good hair motherfuckers. Look at them. I mean, look at the news reporter. Look at this guy's house. I mean, I couldn't live here. I ain't got hair like that. Freeburg might be able to live down there. But look at these dudes' hair.
Hey, that's some GQ stuff right there. You got to look GQ-ish on the news.
Look at them. I mean, that's some good hair people right there.
Disbelief. It's like, yes, my heart was beating fast.
Cavalcante was convicted last month and sentenced to life in prison for the brutal stabbing death of his ex-girlfriend. Authorities say he's also wanted for a 2017 homicide in his native Brazil.
How did he where did he escape from? I missed that.
The jail, I believe.
Mexico. Southern border.
Well, how did we convict him here, and then how did he end up in Mexico?
He was in jail here, I believe.
He was in
Police
jail
have been
here.
playing audio recordings from choppers and patrol cars of Cavalcante's mother, speaking in Portuguese, pleading for her son to turn himself in. They're also asking residents to remain vigilant.
We're just scared, Paranoid. Yeah. We're ready for it to be over.
And
I'm so scared I forgot to put on a whole shirt for my interview.
That cop had a silencer on the end of that damn gun?
No, that was not. It was just a really big barrel.
Right. It's a sound suppressant.
Yes.
Anyway.
That's just another name.
Hey, shut up, Freebird. Regardless.
Let him go.
Those... I don't get it, because that shit wouldn't fly down here, nor would it fly in Louisiana. If I knew that this guy, the serial killer or whatever, was in my backyard, possibly my neighbor's yard.
But these people don't have guns.
Right, because where they are. But I mean, around here.
I ain't flicking none of my lights. I'm out there with my...
No, we would find him, and then hey, police officers, we found him, and he resisted.
Sir, yeah, can y'all come check out this 10-7 dead guy, please?
If they see anything suspicious. Now authorities still.
Don't flick your lights. He likes to shine back.
Just look at me and my good hair on.
That's nice looking hair. He got
this dude's got some. I gotta give it to whoever this reporter is. He's got some good damn hair. I'm jealous.
Saying how Cavalcante escaped from the Chester County Prison, but state police did say they are willing to use deadly force if necessary, and there's still a $10,000 reward on the table for any information that leads to his capture.
$10,000. Where is this? What are we doing?
Hey, can you shoot him in the leg and he hobbles over to somebody's house and then they can get the $10,000 and then just split it with you?
Eric said there would be a couple of flashes. Yeah. And he also says, fuck people with good hair. Don't be hating. I mean, I'm jealous, but and we just can't. I mean, the dude's got.
What's wrong?
It's a good hair area.
I had a good hair.
You
I
can't.
think I had a good hair
I'm
day.
with you, Aaron. I'm with you.
I had a good hair day, I think.
You're just not allowed to live there without good hair. Where was this at?
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
the South, we lose our hair because we got that big old solar panel on the roof.
No.
You think that's what's got to do with solar panels, really?
That's it. I'm a solar powered sex machine, baby.
Okay, yeah. Just
Bet you
bullshit.
Wear a mask. You'll wear a mask while you're out there dusting off the solar panels.
I will never be wearing a mask.
You can wear that mask out there.
This is in Pennsylvania.
Oh,
No.
this your store or my store?
No, that's where this guy escaped from.
Oh.
I don't know how the hell he got out. How does somebody that's been charged with 2 murders and facing, deportation escape?
I don't guess he's that good. No. All right, Freebird.
Yeah.
Washington deputy.
Yeah, we in Washington. This I love this story because apparently we had 2. It was 2 or 3. I can't remember. It might have been 3.
3 or 4.
Teenagers breaking into cars. They're burglarizing vehicles, and somehow they got startled and ran off and was hiding. And apparently this deputy, they was trying to coax them out and kept threatening that he was going to release the canine in on them, and they didn't have a canine on them. He decided to do
the cop that barks at him?
barking. He's barking like Cujo,
the barking deputy.
He got the Cujo bark, son, and apparently it scared the little teenagers enough. They're like,
running out the woods.
"Screw that! We didn't want him to release the dogs in on us, so we gave up."
Who let the dogs out?
Who?
All right, here's a video.
Yes, indeed. Oh, we got video. We got video of him barking.
What's he got right here on his dashboard?
That look like Spider-Man. No, that's Superman.
We got weird shit on the dashboard.
No, that's
everywhere.
Stupid Man. That's Superman.
Okay.
I used to have a bobblehead pig on mine.
Okay.
My buddy always, when I had my flat top, he wanted me to get a bobblehead.
We'll try to get sticks out on Bridgeport. Sticks out on Bridgeport 832.
Hey, why they blurring the CAD notes out? We want to see them. We want to see the CAD notes on that computer screen.
No.
Sergeant was able to pull over and deploy his stop sticks to wait for the stolen vehicle.
These kids are so freaking stupid. Watch with the stop sticks here.
They like get out the way unless you want to run over the stop sticks.
Right into them, I think.
They're like,
they're coming down the side street.
They almost ran over them on purpose. It looks like. Watch how stupid they are.
They literally stop and run over.
Yeah, watch how stupid these kids are.
Still eastbound approaching Chambers Lane, Chambers Creek. Eastbound Chambers Creek approaching Chambers Lane.
If you ain't never done that before, you don't know what life was like. It sucks.
Watch, here they are. Look, this is them coming right here in this white car. Watch. They got all this road right here, right?
They slow down so bad and still hit it.
They freaking stop, I think, for a second. Watch this shit.
They're like, no.
Is that an invisible road trick? I think it's invisible road trick. That's hilarious.
It's like
he's scared and they run him over.
They thought they was going to damage it. That's what they thought. They're
like, look, don't run over that rope. It might be debt cord or something. Look, just run over the box right there. Be okay.
Yeah, run the big black part over that's got a string on it.
Run over it fast. Run over it fast, and it won't affect us.
It's like they aim for it.
Moving, the cop behind him hit the siren, and it was like, oh shit, we got to go to the cop behind us.
It's like they just over it. Ran.
Spike deployment was perfect and got all
deployment. They ran over it on purpose.
Yeah, I don't think that was a good. I don't think he targeted the car that way.
Tires flat.
That system sucks.
Unfortunately,
anyway. They have a
the 4 juvenile suspects.
Why is he still hanging it in the road?
Hold on, because look, he pulls out. If you listen, because they continued to run, they must have some policy. They wasn't able to pursue them. Listen to this shit.
Unfortunately, the 4 juvenile suspects took off, and we had to terminate our pursuit.
We had to terminate our pursuit. Now
you done spiked all 4 tires and you got to terminate the shit? What's some dumb? That's some dumb crap there, man.
You don't go 10-7 as soon as the spikes hit.
It's like, they ran over the spikes.
That's what I was saying. I mean, shit, you spike it. What'd you spike it for then? I mean, hell, if you can't pursue them with flat tires.
They ran over it.
Saying, screw you, I'm going to give you some flats.
Yeah. So let's watch.
Ready? Officers later found the vehicle unoccupied and still running at 7500 Bridgeport Way.
They kind of drove. They drove in the direction because they knew that tires were going to go flat, and they were like, "Oh, we're just patrolling. Oh, look, it just happens to be the stolen car."
We call that proactively following.
Well, I mean, you can't even do like a slow speed. Like they can't drive normal. Just pursue the damn suspects.
I don't know.
I mean, shit. If he was in his patrol car normal, he can't just drive normal. We can't say, "Oh, we're in pursuit." We're just patrolling.
Yeah, I'm just driving.
We're just driving, Miss Daisy.
These freaking stupid rules they have.
Unreadable again.
Clear. Approaching the car.
Approaching the car. 850.
She's like, what car? You didn't call anything out.
Other deputies surrounded the nearby area and started to check for the juveniles.
This is hilarious.
Did dude sound like Cujo?
There's a hole in the fence line here on the property. It's probably heading north
number
through the
1.
parking lots, I'm guessing. And there's one unit north of me. I don't know who that is.
But that's everywhere in the suburbs.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a homeless hole.
The kids and shit use it to cut from one lot to the next.
They're down here. They're down here. Yeah, there's 2 down in the ravine right now.
This deputy could see 2 of the suspects down in a creek bed. He chose a very interesting way to get them to comply.
Don't make us release our canine.
My God, that sounds like a dying dog.
It sounds like a small beagle or some shit.
Yeah, it was like an old bloodhound. It wasn't no big dog.
Sound like old Mr. Ed on his last leg barking. Oh my God, I could have shit. Get some kids from the junior high could have done a little better job barking.
Glad he didn't say I'll send out my velociraptor.
Look, here they come. Look.
Where the fuck's the dog? That's what I was saying.
Got one male gray pants, black. Female, blonde hair, red pants, black hoodie, black and orange backpack.
Better stop. Over here. Hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
It's like, you better listen or I'm going to bite you.
I would have to do that the whole way to the jail.
Hey, I host there making fun of my damn canines, man. I could bite some shit with mine, huh? Host there.
Oh, absolutely. But I would do that the whole damn way to the jail if they were in the back seat.
You see me? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pull him. He was figuring out what to do.
Natasha says, yep, they are not allowed to pursue.
That's some bullshit. Man.
Welcome to fucking Washington. Hey, Aaron says like they're going to run far. I don't know. I mean, what? Oh, they ran over the spike strips. They're just going to stop automatically just right there.
The wildest shit.
George Floyd rule.
Yeah. But anyway, that's hilarious that they probably come out and it's like, don't let the dog bite us.
Like I said, I would too if I was transporting. I'd be going,
you'd be barking the whole way to the jail, huh?
Yep. I'd tell that story for the next 2 weeks.
He probably going to get in trouble over that shit. He going to get rode up.
Yeah, he's going to get rode up.
I would tell him, well, then I want the new canine division paycheck.
Yeah, he gonna get rode up for false policing.
For impersonating a police dog. This next one here, This next one right here is we have a murder suspect that escaped from jail in California. Since we're just having people escape left and right. No video, of course, on this one. I'll give you all a little short things happened in Auburn, California, in Northern California. Eric James Abreu from a hospital detailing staffing shortage and policy failures that helped contribute to this escape. See, what happened was they had this deputy that was, I guess, guarding the inmate at the hospital.
Oh, and they were inappropriate. Say it ain't so.
No, he drank a little too much coffee, and he had to go wee-wee. Well, it says he utilized the restroom inside the hospital without ensuring that the bad guy was properly restrained. If he was like not chained to a bed or something, I just brought him with me. He defeated his restraints and when the deputy took his restroom break, he took the opportunity to escape. There was a failure to follow fundamental law enforcement practices and departmental policies. This, combined with complacency, led to the escape. Let me tell you what. Whenever
manning and staffing issues, because certain departments have policies where you're not allowed to handcuff people to say the bed, and then when that happens, you're too short staffed to call somebody on rotation to come relieve you to take a leak. You know, I kind of get it.
They every time I brought people to the hospital, I tell you what, I've been bored. I was like, did way more than my due diligence because I wasn't gonna be a motherfucker to have somebody escape from me like that. They said he had waist chain on, but one of his hands was not handcuffed. I don't know why they did that.
Must have slipped it.
No, I think the guy must have let him out or something. I don't know. But anyway, this deputy probably, they don't say it in here, he's probably looking for a job. He was on the run for 33 hours. They have caught him, and he had been in custody since April 6th following a shootout with officers. So, I mean, this dude was already... so, anyway.
He already didn't give a crap.
You got to make you do your job correctly. Like I said, especially... I mean, you can't get complacent with criminals. I'm sorry. You just can't.
You ain't never gave one on the back. You ain't never gave one on your motorcycle.
No.
With the shorting or the staffage shorting that we're facing across the nation, he also would have been damned if he do, damned if he don't. Because if he would have taken the inmate, say, into the bathroom and then made him sit there and watch him use the restroom, it would have been cruel and unusual punishment, and they would be firing the cop anyway.
Yep.
I know. What you say?
Okay, Holster. This is yours.
10,000 stories. Hang on.
This is actually a good story.
Dude was trying to help me out. Dude trying to help me out with my story.
After a group of teens assault Boston police officers, police union pushes for more cops. So, wonderful Boston.
Hold on. We on the right story here.
I don't think so.
I don't think you are.
I don't think Holster's on the right story.
Says Holster.
No, 10. He's on the police.
No, you're on the wrong story.
You're on the wrong story.
It's been number 7.
Number 7. That's the off-duty people.
Wisconsin deputies.
So these
don't blame it on the hurricane.
No, I'm just tired as hell. Off-duty Wisconsin deputies rush into the lake to save a family of 3. So basically, they witnessed a vehicle crash into the water, and it was about 60 feet offshore. The officers dove into water that had 4-foot waves
and alligators.
Along the top. And this is
would be nice. That'd be a fitting in.
No sharks. It's Lake Michigan. But it's bigger than the Poncha
Sharknado.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Regardless, it was in the middle of a large body of water. These officers took their time to make sure that they swam all the way out and rescued everybody in the vehicle. And they are heroes. I would add them to the hero list.
Video 6.
No, that's the guy with Spider-Man.
No, that's the guy with Spider-Man, man. We don't see that
her
one.
2 children from drowning in Lake Michigan. Investigators say the mom went into the lake Sunday at Simmons Island Beach trying to save her children. Then she got trapped by the waves and rip currents. The sheriff's office says deputies Kelsey Schwukow and Christopher Bischoff
they were just out
happened
swimming.
to be at the beach
That
with
looks
their
like a car
families
without
and
wheels.
swam out to save the mother and kids who were about 60 yards from shore. The 3
He's a
went to
better
a hospital
swimmer 'cause
as a
he's bald,
precaution. They are
aerodynamic.
expected to be okay.
Yay for these two. They did a good
I'm
job.
proud for both of them. Damn right. If you ain't never jumped in a body of water full of uniform,
They wasn't. They were off duty.
Yeah, they was off duty, man.
Didn't you just read the story? You didn't pay attention.
Did you pay attention to your story?
I was. We were trying to make some flair to it.
Off
Okay,
the crack.
hell with it. These were just good guys. And a girl.
Get down
The
there.
hell with them. Next story. Come on.
All right, next story. This is a Freebird story.
The next one's mine.
Michigan trooper.
Oh,
it's another good story.
This trooper, I would say, is just as good as these dudes. Well, not just as good.
No.
Well, it could be. This is a life-altering deal. This guy apparently he got a call. This trooper got a call for a car fire on the interstate, and he gets there, and old dude's car's on fire, burned into a little crisp cracker. And while he's talking to him, the dude was trying to better himself and get a better job for his family. And he was on his way to a job interview.
I don't think he was burning to it. Didn't he read your stories?
Yeah, the car was on fire. I added that. I added live. I mean, shit.
Flair.
The damn car's gonna burn to something or
But it's
another. I mean,
not.
shit. It ain't like it. It was a kitchen fire, like Biden had a little kitchen fire, and his life was about. It's
I
about
almost lost my Corvette.
Yeah, and lost his Corvette and his cat and his wife on a kitchen fire. So apparently, the dude he called his wife, but it took a few minutes, and the guy had he had already called the place that he was supposed to interview to say he was going to be a little late, but the trooper was like, "Hey, do you want me to bring you? Do you want me to take you to your job interview? That way you can make it and maybe better your life and become a councilman and then a state senator and."
Then President of the United States. Why not? If Joe Biden can do it, you can.
Dude, stop.
No shit.
Here we go.
Praised tonight after seemingly small good deed turns into a
Yeah,
huge
we
opportunity.
even got a video on this.
Stranded on the side of
why'd
the
you let him
road.
talk so
Gino
long?
Vici joins us from Michigan State Police here with more on this.
Ooh, they know how to use Google Earth, son.
Alan Miller says he was on his way to a job interview when his car broke down on the side of the highway. He says he thought to himself, great, another missed opportunity here. But that is until the Michigan State Police.
This is not good hair. Okay.
I want to see the bubblegum.
Oh no,
top.
he trying to froof it up like he's got hair on the top.
Yeah, he's using some filler.
Responded to his call, and that trooper decided to give him a ride to the interview. And guess what? He got the job, and now he's praising that trooper.
Trying to.
Oh my God, he got them damn earplugs. Holy shit! They got damn 12 gauge earplugs.
See, what happened was, let me explain this to y'all. Dude,
how he got
stop.
the job.
No, he used to work as a carpenter around lumber and stuff, and he was cutting wood one day, and it was round, and it slung out, and it stuck in his ear right there. That is a job hazard thing right there.
Well, he on both sides.
Yeah. I don't know why people do that. I
don't know. That shit don't heal. It ain't like you got a little bitty hole. You know, if they don't put an earring. If girls don't put a
carabiner thing.
I don't know.
You hang your car keys from it.
I don't know.
You maybe when you become sheriff, you don't allow plugs.
Gauges. That's what they call.
I thought they
called gauges. Don't allow plugs. I'm pretty sure the manual already says something
And this
about
is a good
plugs.
opportunity
No.
to do so.
Not butt plugs. I thought they was called plug. I don't know.
Old Peppers. What's up, Peppers?
Peppers.
He said it only gets bigger. Yeah, I can imagine.
That's what she said.
Opportunity almost never happened.
Peppers.
He says he was on his way to an interview at BSI Paving in Metamora when his car broke down, and says he knew it may have ruined his chances of getting a job. He called BSI to let them know what happened.
Excuse number 879. You know, I'm in my head like, they're not going to believe me, I wouldn't believe me. This sounds stupid. I'm not getting this job.
Miller says not only did his vehicle break down, it caught fire, and he put the fire out himself. Trooper Jacob Genslau says he saw evidence of the fire. He spoke with Miller briefly and told him he would wait with him on the side of the road until his ride came. But Trooper Genslau, knowing Miller had an interview and then his ride was too far away, he decided to do something and get him to the interview.
He actually knew the place when I told him. He's like, well, go sit tight. Your fiance's on the way with tow, everything. And then a few minutes passed and he just knocked on the window and was like, you know what, do you need a ride to your interview? Hop in, I'll give you a ride.
And it made all the difference because
what window did
BSI
knock on?
ended
The
up
truck that was on fire?
No, he said he done put it out. He put it out, but the trooper saw evidence that it was on fire.
The car did not burn to a crisp, like I said.
Hey, that sounded better as a story. I was telling the story.
You were embellishing extremely
I was telling my
bad.
version of it the way I read it.
Well,
hey, man, they get like millions of views on CNN.
It did not.
Just embellished a little.
Didn't do it.
Miller.
So, but Pepper said it only gets bigger. Yeah, you're right, because they'll get them big plugs or what you call them, gauges. My buddy like night Holster, he got butt plugs on his mind.
He said, so what? We do that for crackheads every day, all day.
This police officer, I mean, or they look more like PD officers with that hat and everything.
But see, I guess in this state,
you tell old boy that. You tell that trooper that.
In Detroit,
Michigan.
Tell me, look like
in Detroit, in Michigan, they're not used to the cops being friendly, I guess. So I'm assuming.
Seemed like he was a really good individual who was just looking for an opportunity. And to be able to provide the opportunity to assist in providing it.
How does shit make an interview on the news?
I want to know if he let him wear his funny little trooper hat while he was sitting in the car. I hate them hats. They call them cocksucker hats.
Just a short 20-minute car ride.
But it was for the PD,
to potentially change his life. To find out he got the job makes it all worth it.
Trooper Genslau
yeah, that ain't intimidating for a state police, huh?
No, them county mounties with them campaign covers looking like Marine Corps drill instructors.
Yeah.
Those dudes scare the living shit out of me when they get out of the car.
Yeah.
To do a good thing for someone in need.
Well, it is small, and I don't do this for the pats on the backs or the shout outs, but to help somebody when we can, when it's appropriate.
Well, mate, you on the damn news talking about it? Why don't you tell the news people, no thanks, I don't feel like giving an interview for this.
Because it gets him better PC for the department.
We signed up to protect and serve, and
we can't see his hair, Billy. We can't see his hair. I don't know if this cop has good hair or not.
He probably don't. I doubt it.
On the other hand,
if I had, I have good hair, I wouldn't be wearing that hat. It'll mess my hair up.
Hippies are scared of that little hat.
Someone, you know?
As for Miller, he says he is forever grateful for not only BSI Paving giving him the.
And this guy right here, the owner of the paving place, said that he would repave his. No, he did not.
Well, you know, if you've ever been part of something good like this for the community, it's usually not the officer that does it. Usually somebody reaches out and tells the department, then PR gets involved.
Billy?
And before you know it, you get advised that you have to go do this interview. And it's like, yeah, thanks.
Well, do you see how happy this guy, the guy right there, this guy is right here? In this picture where I froze it, that he's so happy right now because he did a job interview and they're leaving. He got a job and he never did check him for warrants at all. So
he had weed in his pocket. Still does.
Don't see what that like you profile and judge him by looks.
Gave him a lift, and in more ways than one.
Just to be able to go home and know that I'm starting here and I'm going to be getting a paycheck soon. It's a huge relief.
In Lapeer, Gino Vici.
How long ago did this happen?
I don't know.
Damn, no wonder there's a best
no,
employee there.
The date. Let me see. Let me see if there's a date on here. There ain't a date.
He said, Aaron said he's surrounded by Billies. All right, it is it's my turn. This next story is the best story of the night. I always take the best story of the night for myself.
No.
Yes, I do. They had a fella the cops start, Duke, stop. I don't know why you're so needy tonight.
Well, he's all worried because you keep calling them guys, fellas.
And
hey, fellas.
Hey, feller. Hey, fellers.
Josh, I'm so proud of you that you're moving out of your mom's basement.
Y'all got basements up there?
No, we don't. He's being sarcastic. And, anyway, this man got pulled over for transporting his pet in the vehicle with him.
Pet alligator.
So, no, it's not alligator, but let's watch it.
Oh, he was in
let's
that.
Just
he
watch
was in
it.
that. What that multi-lane, multi-purpose?
No, he was not in the HUV lane.
Yeah, the HUV lane.
In the damn Cadillac.
But watch what's going to happen.
Around 10 a.m., the Norfolk Police Division responded to a call of a man driving eastbound on.
Yes, that's a real picture.
I've seen that shit all over the internet.
There ain't no way. He done cut half that car to fit this son of a bitch in it.
Dude, that's an old Ford, like a Caprice.
That's an old Ford police car. Watch, it's a Crown Vic.
5 with a Watusi bull in his passenger seat.
The officers received a call reference a car driving into town that had a cow in it. They thought that it was going to be.
He took the pee off of it and said lice. You know, I'm going to show you the nastiest part. The nastiest fucking part of this, though.
It shits in the back seat.
Watch.
Like a calf, something smaller, something that actually fit inside the vehicle.
And the vehicle was big enough. Well, technically.
As a result.
Jeez,
the
boy,
thing's
that son of a bitch is as big as the car.
If you notice when it's going down the road, it was like
that's why Arnold's lice. Man, them Crown Vics, they'll hold up some the lice. The Arnold's lice.
Holy
the officer
shit,
performed
man.
a traffic stop.
Are you gonna be a dick and write him a ticket?
No, hold on. We'll hear. But listen.
Some traffic violations that.
Best car entry.
That's some good shit.
Do you see this right here?
Oh my god.
I think that's bird. I might be bird shit.
Could you? That shit flying off the cart on the interstate.
I tell you what, boy. You bet. I don't even know if a damn pressure washer would take that caked up shit on there, man.
Look at all that shit. If you're listening to the audio and want to watch it, it's at hour 33 on the thing. You can go look at it. It's shit everywhere.
Big rodeo parade, best car entry.
Yeah,
holy shit. I guess if you cut half the car out, you don't care if he shits all over.
No, he's just shitting all over it.
He's shit. I mean, but that son of a bitch is big as the car, man. I mean, I don't even know how's he get that son of a bitch in there?
I don't know.
He just pulls the pin and lowers the whole door.
It's a good look. That's a good looking bull, though.
With that particular situation,
the occupant of the vehicle was identified as Lee Meyer of Neely. The Watusi bull's name was Howdy Doody. He was immediately pulled over by Norfolk police, and they performed a routine traffic stop.
The officer wrote him some warnings. There were some citable issues with that situation. The officer chose to.
What you say, the old Ninja Turtles, Cowabunga.
Did you see that right there? Watch.
Wrote him some warnings. There were some citable issues with that situation.
For what?
These tires are barely on the ground over here.
Say, that son of a bitch is sure squatting to that side.
That bull leans to the outside. We're gonna go.
He's coming. He's on two wheels. If that bull leans,
I don't know. I mean,
don't turn the corner fast.
Personally, I would have wrote this dude no tickets. I'd have just been, dude, you need to go home. But I'm quite impressed.
What are you gaining? I mean, this is some funny shit. What are you gaining by writing a warning?
I have no idea.
Because they work for the department where the body cam came on, and they got calls for service, so they got to do something.
Oh, look at the license plate. It says the boy and dog. That's some good shit, man.
And to leave the city.
Meyer and Howdy Doody are on their way back home, and no one was hurt.
Meyer and Howdy Doody.
Look at
the horns on that son of a bitch.
I think it's what they.
You talk about what you say a butt plug, son. That son of a bitch hook you in the ass in a rodeo. You're not surviving.
Hey, Aaron said that's the most Texas shit he's ever seen.
You ain't bullshitting.
Josh says you could see Karen in the window back there peeking out. You could. I saw him.
I agree with Josh. That's I know who said that's some impressive shit.
Hey, Aaron said that's impressive car suspension.
That's impressive. Yeah. Sure as hell is.
Yeah, I mean, that's some big ass horns on it.
God dang. Imagine going through the drive-thru with that son of a bitch. That's what I say, man. This is great shit. I ain't never seen no shit like that. How'd he cut? Look, he cut the windshield. He cut all of that shit in half.
Yeah,
but at least he still has a rear view mirror. You know, you got.
Yeah, I mean, he did a good job on it.
How'd he cut that? I guess he torch cut that damn glass.
We're going on.
Man, I've done it.
We're going over the whole Stera.
Shit. I guess we are. Oh, wait a minute. Damn. Now it's this.
This is where the cops got assaulted.
Yeah. After a group of teens assault Boston officers, police union pushes for more cops. In Boston, they were basically ravaged by the outcries after George Floyd, and they cut the budget, got rid of a bunch of cops, all this good stuff. Well, now all of a sudden you have roaming groups of like 11-year-olds and 14-year-olds that in most states cannot be charged with an actual crime because they're too young. So they end up running the streets like wild animals and completely terrorizing the community, breaking windows, breaking cars, all this stuff. And then these individuals are going to jail and getting out the next day. The police union
They're not even going in jail.
Yeah, but the police union says we can't keep doing this shit. We don't have the manpower. Like, we cannot protect Boston without more people. So I'm with them. We know it. We knew it was going to happen. You defunded the police. When you take, and they go, that doesn't mean they're going to fire all the cops. And I'm like, that's exactly what that means. Do you think the admins are going to take massive pay cuts so that they can keep an extra 100 police officers? No, unfortunately.
Well, let's watch the video.
We begin at midday with some breaking news. We've just learned 2 Boston police officers were assaulted during a large fight outside AMC Boston Common. Now, they came to Washington and Avery around 11 last night after reports of teenagers fighting and blocking traffic. When police tried to break it all up, they say the teens surrounded them. One officer was actually pushed to the ground, then punched and kicked. Another officer who tried to help was placed in a chokehold.
I'm going to tell you right now. Right now, I'm going to say it.
Say it.
Put me in a chokehold, I'm going to end it.
You got a whole bunch of teenagers, where some of these teenagers bigger than me or grown, size of grown people, and you done got me on the ground. That many kids start kicking and punching on me. I'm pretty sure I feel like my life is threatened at that point. There's going to be some extra seats in the classroom the next day, okay? Because I'm gonna shoot some people. You put me in a chokehold, I'm gonna shoot somebody. Period.
You can't say that.
I just said it. Fuck these little bastards. Bad parenting. Put their parents in jail. Start making people take some responsibility. You got hundreds of kids out here doing this shit. Where's the parents at? Where's the parents?
You knock on the door, and as soon as I answer, you jump on them and put them in a chokehold.
Fucking bastards.
What? Police did eventually get the situation under control and arrested the 5 teens. By the way, those officers are all going to be okay. We also now know Boston police arrested 8 juveniles after a fight outside South Bay Plaza. Now, investigators say the suspects in this were between the ages of 12 and 17. They were involved around 5 o'clock last night in the scuffle. Stores like Target closed early, and moviegoers were actually turned away from the AMC.
This water cannon scenario, if I ever seen it.
Welcome to the big blue cities. This is what y'all wanted. If I would not be a cop. I'm sorry. I would not be a cop in these areas, because if you do your job, try to defend yourself, you're going to end up in jail. Fuck that. I would walk. There's plenty of places you can go work that support the police.
Hell, especially like down here in Florida, we're paying like the relocation stuff.
So all these parents ought to be in jail because they're not responsible. They're just letting their kids run rampant. These kids, nope. I'm sorry. Some of these kids ought to be bleeding and probably dead from taking bullets for you that many of them gang rushing a cop.
I've been saying that.
Sorry.
Nobody want to listen to me.
Sorry.
Once you get, that's what I'm saying. You could hit this whole crowd. You could bust some ass with a water cannon.
Probably the first bath someone's seen in a while. All right, Mr. Freebird.
I'm saying, Natasha, that's what I'm saying. You could bust these some. What the hell is that?
What is that?
I don't know. What is that? That's you? Ain't me.
I think I know what that might be.
That's old Cal calling. Cal trying to call into the show. The bullshit. Apparently, we're going to Tulsa, Oklahoma. You always hear the GOATs in the sports. Tom Brady a GOAT, Terry Bradshaw a GOAT. Hey, everybody's GOATs. But apparently, in this story, we have actual GOATs. There was a burglary suspect, and the homeowner calls, and apparently this guy takes off running, and from the homeowner, he was trying to break into a storage building, so he takes off running, and they find him close. The police find him close to a gas station, but then he took off into the woods again and running from the popo. And so they established a perimeter around. And meanwhile, unbeknownst to the police, there was a whole herd of goats. And all the goats apparently was just staring at this trailer. So apparently the homeowner says, well, that's some odd shit. All my goats are staring at my trailer. So then he goes outside to investigate, and Dumb Dick was underneath, hiding from the police. So apparently he let the police know that his goats rounded their man up. So do we have a video of our goats?
Yep. I don't know why Holstairs don't let me. Holstair got kicked.
He got kicked out somehow.
I'm trying to. It says he's in the green room. I'm trying to pull him back in. Hold on.
What the hell's the green room? I hear.
All right, there he is.
I'm here.
You back?
Yeah, internet kicked me.
You missed the goat story? You did?
It's all right.
You missed my goat story?
I got video.
Yeah, it was bad.
Okay. There we go.
Well, Jonathan and Tatum, that suspect went through quite a few obstacles before officers arrested him. He was held by a man at gunpoint, and of course, there were those goats who led police straight to him.
Goats.
Jeremiah Lofton lives in the property where this all went down Friday night. He says he hears his neighbors' goats and other animals making noise all the time.
They're mean. They don't like people.
This guy right here.
That must be
this guy right here.
That's the goat owner.
No, this is the neighbor of the goats.
Oh.
All the time.
They're mean. They don't like people getting into the business.
Tulsa police say this all started when Michael Richardson tried to steal from a shed at a property near 21st
don't like him
Memorial.
nobody getting in their
Crowbar
business.
type of deal, trying to pry it open. But he busted him. He kind of held him at gunpoint for a little bit.
He got some pretty good hair too. Look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody over there in Tulsa does. You know, that's where Sticks comes from.
Oh, they got some good hair.
Sticks?
Right? After being held at gunpoint by the
Sticks
homeowner.
from Oklahoma?
Yeah, from he was on LAPD.
Yeah, Sticks.
Yeah.
Big tall.
Police say Richardson ran to a nearby Quick Trip where officers found him, but he got away again.
So he takes off running from us. We're able to get a good perimeter set up. He runs into this wooded area. We get this good perimeter set up. We got our helicopter and K9.
Tulsa police officer Danny Bean says Richardson ran into this wooded area and tried to hide.
Helicopter up that fast?
Yeah, I mean the goats dispatched.
Some helicopters hang out in the sky.
They got them dispatched. Them goats got it going on.
Under a trailer, the property owner saw his goats staring down the man.
He noticed all those goats just like surrounding a trailer, and so he knew something was up. So he went to go look over there. Burglar was underneath the trailer.
Thanks to the goats, K9 officers were ready for Richardson after he jumped over a
damn goat. Leave me alone.
You're talking about goat fucked.
They really got his goat.
He's not the greatest of all time.
Hits.
Go goats. I don't know.
We went on a wild goat chase
This dude here.
Go goats. I'm gonna have to get that slogan made on my shirt.
We're gonna have to get us a T-shirt that says "Go Goats."
Go goats.
but we're not able to find the goats thanks to a lot
Purple
of
and gold. GEAUX. Goats.
I'm gonna make
GAUTS.
I'm gonna make one Friday.
Go goats.
But Jeremiah knows the goats are there and they aren't kidding around.
They can get the feeling. They know you don't belong here, buddy. Okay, we're all a tight-knit community. You don't belong.
This guy.
This dude here, boy.
This dude right
He's happy. He's on the news, man. He's like,
I got to.
I'm drumming. I don't like my neighbor's ghosts, but I'm gonna drum them up like we're best friends.
Around.
He's best friends with the neighbor's ghosts now.
They know you don't belong here, buddy. Okay, we're all a tight-knit community.
Well, he said we're not kidding around because that's what they call it.
Kids.
Police arrested Richardson for burglary and say since he's tribal, he will be prosecuted by federal or tribal law enforcement.
Oh,
He ain't on the. He's not on the reservation. How they gonna try him? Try him on the.
Yeah, he wasn't on the reservation.
He wasn't on the reservation.
He has to have had. He's somebody, or he's related to somebody.
I think he must be a cousin of Sitting Bull or something. But his new name's gonna be Caught by Goats.
Well, that's, yeah. No. His little tribe been knowing him as Goat Fucker.
Well, this last story here is just fucked up. I don't know why I put it last, but I did.
I got the last one as an update.
I'm switching my hot nuts.
To Holstera?
No.
Okay, I'm switching mine to Holstera.
Yeah, no, mine is the goat.
For not knowing his number. Anyway, this last one we're going to Oklahoma, and
we already been. I was at Tulsa.
We're back in Oklahoma.
We never left.
And unfortunately, this has domestic violence. We had a deputy shot and killed his wife over the domestic violence stuff, who is also a deputy.
Nah, shit. They got kids.
So we're just gonna play the video.
I hate this.
What happened to the video with the goats? I never saw the goats.
We just watched. They didn't show the goats.
No, they just had old girl talking.
Because they said they looked for the goats, and the goats said they would not sign a release.
They couldn't get the mug or the goats.
All right, let's listen to this story.
Shocked and deeply angered at the loss of Deputy Jordan Cannon by the hands of someone they trusted. The Cleveland County Sheriff's Office says this is a tragedy that will be felt for a long time.
We're saddened, we're confused, we're hurt. I'll be honest, most of all, I'm pissed off. I'm mad at him for taking her life.
A Cleveland County deputy shot and killed Thursday morning by the hands of someone sworn to protect and serve her husband, another Cleveland County deputy.
This heinous act not only robs us of a dedicated and courageous public servant, but also shakes the foundation of the community in which she served.
At 2 a.m. in southwest Oklahoma City, police found 40-year-old Deputy Jordan Cannon shot to death inside her home. Investigators accuse her husband, Deputy Vaughn Cannon, of pulling the trigger.
I thought it was a murder-suicide.
Some type of a domestic argument.
No. Piece of shit is what he is.
Yeah, he's done.
I hope he drops the soap. Duke, stop it.
Become involved in a heated discussion, at which time the male retrieved a gun and ended up shooting the female to death.
41-year-old Deputy Vaughn Cannon was arrested on scene and booked into jail in Canadian County, where they lived, on a murder complaint.
We're shaken to our core. Jordan was a ray of sunshine. She had a smile that could light up a room. She loved law enforcement and had a heart for serving the community.
The sheriff's office said they weren't aware of any prior domestic disputes between the two, and nothing to indicate Deputy Vaughn Cannon was dangerous.
I did not review his personnel file prior to coming, but I know that there's anything that's in there is minor compared to this. But no, there wasn't anything that would.
Yeah, no shit. That goes without saying, huh?
This would have occurred.
I would hope if he
a George Floyd ass beating would be minor compared to like killing you.
Began working for the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office in 2021. Prior to becoming a patrol officer, Jordan was.
He was what? Wait, go.
I don't know. That's it. That's all I got. Duke, stop it.
All right, so everybody, that update that we ended up talking about.
Hold. Can I talk about this story? I mean,
No, I thought we was on the hot notes.
You're just jumping on away from me. I wasn't finished.
Well,
no, you said that
I
was
wanted to finish
calm down.
Finish the video, but you said that's all you had.
That's all I have on the video. My thing is they saying they didn't have any history of domestic violence. In my opinion, I think that there was domestic violence, of course, in the household. What it is, though, is she did not report it because with her being
at home,
with her being in law enforcement, she didn't want to appear weak and stuff like that. So that's what happened with that. So I think that's why she probably never reported it.
I think he wanted a panini breast, and she was like, no.
Now, the last story.
That was the last one.
The update.
It wasn't. The one, like I said, is the last story.
The update. If y'all remember. No, I'm not. If y'all remember.
Is this about Precious?
No.
No, remember the fucking guy out in California that stopped into the garage to steal the bicycle, but the dog was still cute?
Oh, yeah.
He took the mask. Well, because he took his mask off and played with the dog, because when he first came up, he was wearing a COVID mask. Couldn't tell who the hell he was. When he went to go play with the dog, he took it off. When he did that, now they knew exactly who it is. They have taken him into custody, gotten the $1,300 dog or $1,300 bike back, and the owners are thrilled that their dog is in fact a good boy.
Yeah, and they put him up for adoption because he sucks as a guard dog. So
yeah,
dude, you don't use a Goldie for a guard dog.
No, they too mild. Yo, what a shit! I don't know what's Duke.
Duke's
Duke he's part Cujo and part Pitbull. Got to be, because that son of a bitch, he don't want you around Bam at all.
No, don't go around Bam.
Don't even look at Bam without Duke wanting to bite your ass. I mean, I
think he just gets confused because all he could smell is pheromones and all your sprays that you wear smell all
right,
designer sunglasses.
We're gonna vote on some hot nuts. We got the NOPD, New York Police Department reform policies.
My hot nuts is
the goat dude.
Goat dude is my hot nuts. I did have Mr. Pointing the Gun, Mr. Face Bunny tattoo, but I'm going with goats.
Goat dude.
You got to imagine he thought it was a good idea to stay hiding there when all the goats were going. Meh,
so the moral to the story is, anytime you see goats, keep fucking running.
Yeah, right.
Don't stop around goats.
Well, we covered a
you're
story
gonna get called out.
Did the same thing.
You're gonna get called out by the herd.
No, the cows were just chasing the guy because they thought he had food and he got caught.
Same shit.
These
they
goats
were still like, "Why are you in our field, dude?"
These goats were mad because
what Melissa?
Everybody's voting for goat, dude.
Everybody, goat guy.
Everybody, goat man got
Goats.
Goat man.
And everybody, we learned a valuable lesson.
Go goats. Go goats is our new slogan.
Yeah, I'm going to make a T-shirt Friday. I'm going to get it because I'm going to write tickets tomorrow. Is my plan.
You gonna wear Go Goats?
No, I'm gonna make a Go Goat shirt for sale if anybody would like one.
He's gonna put them big old boots on, and he's gonna get dressed all pretty to go ride motors, and then work in the courthouse all day.
You're a stupid dumbass.
Goats are cute. Yes, I want some fainting goats, but these are like crime fighting goats. This man has over here.
Yeah, they trained. They highly trained goats. I don't know where you.
Yeah, they didn't.
I don't know where you send them for training, but
goats. Even T-Bird.
T-Bird even vote for the goats.
You're a stupid dumbass.
Go Goats. T-Bird, we need a new shirt. Go Goats. GEAUX. GEAUTS.
You're a stupid dumbass. You dumb motherfucker!
Them dumbass motherfuckers.
Go Goats. With Precious picture on the back.
Well, Precious one day is going to get caught.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
I think it's so minor that nobody will extradite.
She's been watching Harrison Ford in A Fugitive.
She's like in Atlanta or Houston or New York, somewhere they don't really give a shit to expedite her back to New Orleans.
Hell, she might already be in New Orleans. She ain't left New Orleans.
No, I think she's still in New Orleans.
She in the Ninth Ward. They ain't going in there to get Precious in the Ninth Ward.
I think she's still in New Orleans also.
I think.
Well, did you see the new cars they got for the Ninth Ward that's got the Gatling gun on the hood?
No.
I sent it to
I think you full of
that.
It.
Can't be real.
No, some military company took a Tesla and they made it up armored and put the Gatling gun right inside of the hood. Because remember, you don't have an engine in a Tesla, so it's just one big chamber for ammo, and it just mag dumps. I want to drive it. Be good for Arkansas Highway Patrol. Are you playing something? Is there a reason you're not talking?
Who, me?
Yeah, no, hold on a second. I'm about to do something.
T-Bird won't know if I fed the dogs. Are you talking to me or you talking to...
either one of y'all.
I had to mix. I didn't want to double feed the dogs.
Why?
Because they fat. They fat enough.
They're not fat. You know, what's crazy is we'll be sitting around the house because Mel got me that new dog, and she'll be sitting here eating it or feeding it dog cookies, and then she'll feed it to it and go, "God, you're just so fat," and I'm like, "Stop giving her treats, then."
Yeah, gotta stop feeding the dog.
Stop feeding the dog. I just want to do this.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait, what was that? Hey, where you get that one of me and my partner?
I got something for y'all.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, man.
I
just seen it pop up, and I was like, wait a minute. I recognize that from somewhere.
You recognize what?
That picture you had up there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you talking about these two dudes.
Yes, my love, I'm still aware.
These two dudes, look, these two dudes right here, boy.
Is that a Muscle Beach?
That we could have been there.
Y'all want to see Freebird's nipples? Well, there they fucking are right there. I don't know who this guy is.
That's one of my good friends. We grew up together, man.
But here's Freebird's nipples right there.
Yeah.
But he told me I wasn't allowed to send you the picture from Muscle Beach because I had that picture a long time ago.
Yeah, boy, that one from Muscle Beach wasn't too bad. Wasn't too shabby for some.
Stop zooming in. Like,
look,
no.
Oh, man.
So anyway, I had to do that.
He and I, we ain't too bad for our age, bro. Me and him grew up together, playing ball together since we was about 10.
So he can't unsee that.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all hanging in there because we've been like super long tonight, almost 2 hours. So.
Lately, the last few 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes.
I'm almost finished, Duke. Calm your ass down.
Love every one of you guys. Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
tonight.
we appreciate you guys for listening.
Y'all pay attention Friday or this weekend. Not Saturday. Pay attention Saturday. We're getting ready to start doing escorts at LSU again. You know, I'll live stream that. So y'all check that out.
We're not going to be at our tailgate spot.
You're not. And also pay attention because I might do a special episode because I got some stuff that came out I want to talk about. So everybody stay safe. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back. Remember that we're not sheepdogs. We're lions. And always smile because Iceman can be behind you.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks. I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things.
Bro, the picture's kind of